Thank you to Cricut for teaming up with me on today's video. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we have a lot of things on the list to get done. I want to go ahead and get everything cleaned up kind of throughout the house, but I also want to really give a focus to our fridge. It's just been a hot mess ever since moving in, so I want to not only clean it out, but also organize it, and I'm going to be using my Cricut to help me do that. I also have some DIY projects that I want to get done for the new house, and we are still a bit behind on getting things unpacked and just everything organized and situated. But I think most of that is because we didn't bring a lot of furniture with us, and so we're still waiting on some furniture pieces to arrive and still like looking for some. But I did get some new decor, and I also have some old decor that I already had, and I want to go ahead and just get some of that put up so we can start feeling a little bit more at home in the house. So there's going to be a lot in today's video. We are going to be cleaning, organizing, decorating, all the things. So let's go ahead and jump on into it. I wanna hear you say that you only want me. You better turn up. You better be there when I shake. Watch me rockin' if I can't stop. If I should fall, just go ahead. Go and catch me, baby. So you guys know whenever I'm cleaning, I typically love to start out in my kitchen, and I do this because it's my domino chore. I don't think the term domino chore is officially a thing, but that's what I've always called it, and I've talked about it so many times with you guys here on my channel. So to me, what a domino chore is a task that is fairly simple to start doing, and once you're done, it makes you feel so motivated to continue on with whatever chores you need to tackle next. I think the thing that makes cleaning the kitchen a domino chore for me is the fact that I clean it every day. And also, I have my cleaning routine down in there, so I don't really have to think about what I'm doing. I just go into autopilot. And also, it's a chore that I don't dread doing, like scrubbing the toilets, for example. I definitely dread doing that one, but the kitchen really isn't daunting to me. Now, everyone is going to have a different domino chore. For some of you, it might be your kitchen. For others, it might be your bathrooms, laundry, vacuuming, or something totally different. Now, there is, of course, no right or wrong choice with this, but I will say if you are struggling to find motivation for tackling your chores, consider figuring out which chore it could be your domino chore, and then get to cleaning. I'm sure that it will make the process not only easier to start, but also easier to get all of your chores finished. So a lot of y'all noticed in my new house tour and in a few of my recent videos that we are back to having a double sink. In our last home in Utah, we had a single basin sink, and I've always raved to you guys about how much I loved it and how much it made washing my dishes by hand so much easier. So I have seen several comments from y'all asking if we plan to change this one out to a single basin sink like we had before. and we definitely do. I'm not sure if that's going to be like a right away thing because we are kind of thinking about changing up the countertops in the kitchen as well. But you may have also noticed that our faucet is broken and stuck on the spray setting, which has made hand washing dishes a very messy chore. So we do have plans to change that out really soon. We will most likely be filming that process along with lots of other little projects around the house, but those things will probably be shared over on our vlogging channel. And if you're not already subscribed to that channel, I always have it linked down in the description box below. But you can also just do a quick search on YouTube for Kyle and Amanda and it will pop right up. So make sure that you're subscribed over there so that you're not missing out on any like behind the scenes content or just kind of any of those other things that don't always make it to the main channel.
Paradoxical, captured you in a foggy cloud, baby. Standing on my toes on the edge, I'm ready to go. See it clear when the shadows are lit, I'm ready to go. I'm taking matters into my own hands now. Let's face it, we only got this life to live out. So follow me, I'm ready to go. I'll take the lead, I'm ready to go. Even if you lose your hope, I will be there to pick you up. Even if you can't let go, I'll untie the invisible ropes that keep you down. I'm taking matters into my own hands now. Let's face it, we only got this life to live out. So follow me, I'm ready to go. I'll take the lead, I'm ready to go. Ready to go. Waking up to find another day of adversary. The sunrise reminds me I am alive. Digging deep, I'm looking far and wide.
All right, the kitchen is looking nice now to make the inside of the fridge match the kitchen. So in here, there's really not much to show other than a huge mess. I don't have really any organization. I had stuck our Lazy Susan in here when we first moved in, and it's serving zero purpose right now. Like, it's not helping the situation at all. So to start out, I'm going to pull every single thing out of the fridge, give it a good wipe down, and once I get that done, I'm going to put some bins that I got recently in here to try to get some organization going on. And then I'm also gonna make some labels, which makes everything look and feel more organized. I'm really excited about this, so let's go ahead and jump into that.
I'll find a way. I'm never giving up this life of mine.
So to tackle my fridge, I'm starting by pulling every single thing out of the fridge and placing it on my counters, and I'm doing my best to put everything in piles of like items, and that way when I go to organize, the process can go fairly quickly. And then once the fridge is empty, I'm just going in with my e-cloths and wiping everything down, even getting into those really hard to get areas that are usually overlooked when cleaning a fridge. And it's really amazing that tackling those random spots and small details can end up making your fridge look totally brand new again. So if you have been guilty of avoiding those little areas, I would definitely suggest taking a few extra minutes and tackling those small areas and details in your fridge, and it will make an amazing difference.
Moving up and never looking back. I own my mistakes. Follow through and rise above all the noise. Holding on to all that I believe in positivity. I'll never give it up. I got no choice. 'Cause I'm in too deep to try and see a way to get out now. So I believe that my wildest dreams will take me to the clouds. I may not know where to go, but I gotta keep on pushing through. Oh, slow, steady now on the road. I just gotta keep on pushing through. Doing things my way, living for today. Hidden in my soul, I believe is the truth.
So once the fridge was looking nice, I started grabbing organizing containers and just placing them in the fridge to see what possibilities and options I had with my space. And then I just kind of imagined what I would be putting into each bin and making sure that it would be practical for everyone in the family. Then once I got a rough idea of where all the bins would go, I gave them a quick wash, and a quick tip is to use citrus essential oil to get any sticker residue off of your bins. It works incredibly well. And I also wanted to mention I got most of my bins from Home Goods, which is a great place to look for bins, but I did find some similar ones online, so I will link those below in case if you are also in the process of redoing your fridge.
Why you wanna let me go now? Are you saying that to change your mind? For love or pity, let me know now. 'Cause your love made me go blind. What am I hearing? Saying you're moving back. When were you gonna tell me that? What am I hearing? It feels like a heart attack. Someone help me catch my breath again. How did you stop loving me? How is that even possible? How could we let love go? How could we move on? Why you wanna let me go now? Are you saying that to change your mind? For love or pity, let me know now. 'Cause your love made me go blind. Why are you playing? We ain't got the time. Tell me now if you want out. What are you saying? Come on and spit it out. I'm about to lose my mind again. How did you stop loving me? How is that even possible? How could we let love go? How could we move on?
All right, now that we have everything put into the fridge and organized, it looks so good. I love it. It just makes me so happy. But now that we have everything organized in here, I'm going to go ahead and make the labels for it. And a lot of times whenever you make labels, it's going to help everyone else in the house kind of know where to put things. So that's kind of my hope with this is, even though it looks great today, if I don't label it, there's a very small chance that it's going to go back to being just like this. So I'm gonna put some labels on, and hopefully that way everyone can kind of know exactly where to find things and where to put them back when they're done with them. So let's go ahead and make labels. So to make the labels for my fridge, I'm of course going to be using my Cricut. Y'all know I love my Cricut, and I am so excited to be getting settled into our new house so I can start making tons of different projects with it and just kind of help our house feel a little bit more like ours. And I'm so happy to be teaming up with Cricut for today's video. So while I'm making the labels to organize our fridge, I wanted to share with you exactly how to use it. I know whenever you start using something new, it can be a little bit overwhelming and kind of make you feel a little bit nervous, but I can guarantee using your Cricut is easier than you think, and just very easy to get a feel for it and learn how to use it. So first you'll have to decide on what project you're wanting to do. So of course today I am making labels, but there are limitless projects that you can do with your Cricut, from making signs, labels, DIY cards, home decor pieces, t-shirts, decorate mugs and tumblers. The list just goes on and on. But once you do decide on the project, you'll have to figure out what material you're wanting to use. And again, there are tons of materials that you can use. But today for my labels, I am going to be using vinyl. Next, you'll log into Design Space either on your tablet, phone, or computer. From there, you can either design something yourself, import a design that you previously made, or pick from one of the many designs that they have loaded into the Cricut Design Space. If you're making something yourself like I'm doing here, you'll just go ahead and select what tool you want to use, like text or shapes, depending on what you're making, and then you can resize them, change fonts, just really customize it to what you're looking for. And keep in mind that with Cricut, you can make things as simple or intricate as you want, just depending on your own creativity. Then once you have your design loaded in, I like to select everything and click the weld tool. Now this is totally optional, but doing this will cut your design exactly where you have it and not move things around to save space. Typically I like to do this, but like I said, it is optional. Then you're just going to take your vinyl or whatever material you're using, cut it down to size, and place it on your cutting mat. From there, you will turn your Cricut Maker on, load in your mat by pressing the load button, and when you're ready, press the Cricut icon button, and that will start cutting your design. Then once it's finished, you can unload the mat, and then I like to flip over the mat and pull my vinyl off that way. Then go ahead and remove the excess material, and using your weeding tool, you can also remove the tiny bits that might be left over on your project. Then last, you are going to place your transfer paper on top of your design, and then it can be applied to whatever surface you're working on. In my case, that's my fridge and organization bins. Now, like I said, it can feel very overwhelming when you're starting out, but once you learn the simple steps, it's super easy, and you can be creating lots of DIY projects custom to your needs and style, and save lots of money by doing it all yourself. So if you've ever been curious about trying a Cricut, I'll have the link down below to check it out. And the machine that I have is the Cricut Explorer Air 2, and I love it so much, but they do have several other machines depending on what you're looking for, so no matter your needs, they definitely will have you covered. But I absolutely love how these labels turned out, and the fridge is officially done and organized, and I'm so thankful for that. Let me know what's a space in your home that you're wanting to organize soon. I think now that this is done, my pantry is next on my list. Finally, the fridge is finished. It looks so good with all the labels on it. It just, it makes me so happy to feel like a little bit organized in this chaos of a house. Right now, moving is the worst, but it's all worth it. And just having like a little tiny bit of organization gives me like so much peace in my mind. So the next thing that I want to work on before I tackle the living room, and I also want to start decorating those shelves. So before we jump into the living room, I wanted to make another project. This is something that I wanted to do for the butler's pantry area. So on this side we have cabinets, and then on this side we have just wall space and then our pantry. And over here I really want to have a menu board because I've been trying my hardest to meal prep, but without a menu board I just like lose my little paper or whatever. And I just have found that I really need like a visual menu board. So I picked one up at Hobby Lobby, but I do want to add some stuff to it with my Cricut, like menu and then the days of the week. And then over here, Kyle and I have so much on our to-do list all the time, but unless if we have it written down or in our like calendar, it just does not happen. And there's so many things that I don't want to put everything in our calendar. So I kind of want to have like a running to-do list for us. And this will kind of be like a command center area, but I didn't want to get just like your basic command station, I guess. I kind of wanted to make it a little bit unique. And I had been searching for a really unique whiteboard and I just could not find one anywhere. And I ended up finding these circle boards. They are really cool, or like signs, I guess, from Hobby Lobby. They look awesome, but they are not a whiteboard. And then I had an idea. I wonder if Cricut has like a whiteboard vinyl type thing, and they do. I was amazed. They also have a chalkboard one, but I was just like so impressed. So I'm really excited to try that out. I've never tried that before, but all of the stuff that I've done with Cricut has turned out really great. So I want to go ahead and make a circle right in here to make this be a whiteboard, and I think it'll turn out really good. But those are my next projects, and then once we're done with that, we're gonna move on into the living room and tackle that whole area.
Together, your smile makes the universe much better. We'll take this ladder up together. Your smile makes the universe much better. The sky is our limit now. We'll take this steps to the clouds. Blue skies in our eyes, it's our time to aim high. The sky is our limit now. We'll make it. We'll make it. We'll make it.
All right, so it is the next day. I don't know what it is lately. I cannot seem to film a video in one day. It always takes me at least two. I don't know if I'm like packing more into these videos or if I'm getting a later start, but no matter what the reason, that's just how it is. We do have a lot to get done, so things are just kind of taking as long as they take. But I am very happy to say the kitchen is done. We have some serious organization going on in there. I still have to tackle the pantry, and that's still on my list. But today we are going to be focusing on decorating and cleaning. We're gonna be focusing on decorating the living room a bit, and then I also wanna pop into my bedroom and get a new blanket that I had actually gotten months ago, but I just kind of tucked away and I found it. I still have not found my other sheet set yet. I don't know what box that is in. I feel like I have a majority of the boxes unpacked, but I still can't find that one. And then I'm also going to be tackling something that has been something I've just been putting off. It's basically like a Monica's closet, except an entire room with overflow. So I'm gonna be tackling that after I get the living room and bedroom situated, and just wish me luck because that is such a huge process. It's gonna be a mess, but it will feel so much better once I'm done. So anyway, without further ado, let's jump back into it.
Captured in a photograph. Remember how we used to sit in the vines? Yeah. Oh, and I can hear you laugh it off. You always said mistakes I left in the past. Then know enough to see the glow on us break over sooner than we're gone. And sometimes I think about it all night, staring to the street lights, wonder where we'd be if nothing would have changed, if we'd have stayed the same, never killed the flame.
All right, so I am not finished cleaning in here yet, but it's like fairly tidy now. And I've seen so many comments from you guys, or like messages over on Instagram suggesting to kind of switch this up. And while I do like how this is coming together, actually I did order a rug, so the rug is not here yet, but it will be in the next like week or two. And we also have not found a coffee table yet, but that's still on the list I'm kind of looking for. But right now we have the two couches, these two chairs. I just stuck this table right in here, and then I do have two poofs, which makes these chairs super comfy just to sit back and watch a show or something. But a lot of you guys have suggested to actually shift this couch to right here, like facing the TV, and then put the chairs over here. And so I think we're gonna try that today and just see what we think. We might move it back right away, I'm not sure, but I just thought it would be cool because then we can actually get a visual on it, and then you guys can see what it would look like too. But you'll have to let me know which way you like, if you vote for this way or if you vote for the chairs on this side.
Wonder where we'd be if nothing would have changed, if we'd have stayed the same, never killed the flame. Would we hold our ground if nothing would have changed? Would you take my name, stay through the rain? Would we hold our ground? Could we hold our ground? Could we hold our ground? Drawing from another time, walls of paint that spells out your name. Yeah. You said you had to change your heart, that Albany just left you all the same.
So one question I get a lot is not only where I get my pillow covers, but also where I get my pillow inserts from. And I get both from Amazon. Occasionally I'll find a cute pillow at a store that has a zipper and a nice insert, so I can kind of change that out in the future. But most of the time I just get them all on Amazon. And I will link my favorite pillow inserts below along with the pillow covers that I use. But they just have so many styles and colors and textured ones, and they come in all different sizes. They will definitely have something that fits your home. But the thing that I love most about Amazon pillow covers is that they're usually such a good deal. You can get lots and lots of different ones to change out with the seasons or as your style changes, and it doesn't have to break the bank. And they're also super compact for storing away when you do want to change things up. So if you love throw pillows like I do, I would totally suggest trying pillow covers and inserts, and I would also suggest checking them out on Amazon. But I love the ones that I chose for this room. I wanted some black ones just to kind of contrast a bit. We're hoping to lighten the walls, so I think this is going to contrast really well with the soon to be light walls. And we also got a rug that's going to be lighter as well, so you'll kind of have to wait and see, and I'll have to wait and see, but I think this is going to work perfectly with kind of what I have planned for this space.
Up it comes and down it goes. Seeds will die before they grow. If nothing were to change, we'd have stayed the same. Never killed the flame. Would we hold our ground? If nothing were to change, would you take my name? Stay through the rain. Would we hold our ground? Could we hold our ground? Captured in a photograph. Do you remember how we used to sit in the vines? You got something I can never be without. Yeah, I'm in your command. Thought I was a man of my own will. It's been 2 years. I'm only a
All right, everything's looking nice in here. We have the floor cleaned. I'm actually really loving this setup with the 2 couches, almost like a sectional. I still love that we didn't get a sectional, and that way we have the chance to kind of change things up, move things around, and we're not stuck in like one certain way. So I'm really liking this. I feel like it is a lot more cozy, and it is more practical too, because you have a couch like right in front of the TV. So I don't know, I'm digging it so far. But anyway, time to start focusing on these shelves. I feel like they're actually bigger than you realize. Like, it's like a little bit longer than like my elbow to my fingers. So I don't even know, maybe like 1.5 feet, or maybe not quite 1.5 feet, but anyway, they're like pretty tall shelves. And so like I had these vases thinking they'd look good in here, and they're really short, so I'm not really sure. But I did find a few things at HomeGoods the other day, and then I also just have a lot of different things that I think I'm gonna pull out and try to see what I can get. I also got some coffee table books, or I think so. There are some of these that are like really expensive, and I was not about to pay like 50 or 100 bucks. So a lot of these were like $15. I just found them on Amazon. I also got ones that like looked nice, but also ones that I would actually flip through. So like I read reviews, I looked at pictures, and they're all really cool. So I'll try to link these down below. So I'm excited to actually flip through them, but I think I'm actually going to style them in here. I might move them to the coffee table, but I also like things to be kind of functional as well as decor. And I feel like having, for us at least, while our kids are younger, having books on a coffee table is probably not going to be realistic. So I'm probably just going to style them up here, but then they're there if you want to read them. I'm going to go ahead and grab whatever kind of decor I can find and see what we can do with these shelves.
in my ear. 'Cause you know I cannot say no to you. Feeling like home, but should it be like this? Locked up in your dome, you know I fight for you. What do I? Every time you call my name, what do I? What do I? You're whipping me into madness. I try to lay low, but I can never stay away from you. What do I? What do I? What do I? We can't stop it, so I keep on rolling in silence. So I keep on rolling in silence.
So while I was styling these shelves, I was actually so unsure of myself basically the entire time. I kept feeling like I didn't have the right pieces, especially since most of them were just random things that I already had and not really things that were specifically bought for this new space or kind of even in the new style that I'm going for. But I share this all the time that whenever you're styling something or decorating, you can't expect it to come together perfectly on your first try. So like for these shelves, I kept moving things around, readjusting, putting things up, then taking them right back down. And the only reason these shelves turned out was because I kept going with it and just did not give up. And I'm so happy I stuck with it because these shelves, even though it is such a small part of our home, ended up giving off such a nice vibe, and it made us all feel so much more at home and just helped this home feel a little bit more like us. And that has felt so, so good during this transition period.
Can never stay away from you. What do I? We can't stop it, so I keep on rolling in silence. So I keep on rolling in silence. Is this really healthy? Maybe I need therapy, yeah. Red carpet for you. Let me hold your bag. I'll carry your shoes. I think I've lost it. What do I?
So next on my list was our bedroom, and I cannot wait to get this room made over. It will be a little bit since there is a lot more pressing things to take care of first, but I already know that once I'm finished with this room, it's going to be one of my favorite makeovers ever. But that does remind me, I wanted to get your opinion on what video you would like to see next week. I can either work on my pantry transformation because there is going to be a lot going into that one, or I can share a video with a little bit of everything where I can just share cleaning new areas, new furniture that we're getting in. We also need to start painting some rooms and just kind of general decorating and putting spaces together. There is honestly so much that needs to get done. So either way is great with me, but just let me know in the comments what your vote for. Just let me know in the comments what your vote is for of what video you want to see next.
When you walked into the room, I couldn't keep my eyes off of you. Was it make-believe, or was it a dream? I've been waiting all my life. Feels like I've struck a gold mine. With your hand in mine, our love came alive. We've still got the rest of our lives. The rest of our lives. The rest of our lives.
So I shared a little sneak peek of our new duvet cover over on Instagram the other day, and so far we are loving it. Years ago we used to have a duvet cover and comforter insert, and I loved it so much, but we haven't had one in years. And it's basically the same idea as a pillow insert with different covers to change out occasionally. And the things that I love about having a duvet cover is most of the time the covers are more affordable than a new comforter, and a huge benefit to them is they are basically like a sheet wrapped around your bedding insert. So whenever you're washing your bedding, it's not such a process. You don't have to wash a big thick bedspread in the washer and then lay it out to dry, but instead you just pull the duvet cover off, toss it in the wash, and then dry it, and then put it back onto your insert. I feel like it just goes so much faster this way. But let me know if you have ever tried using a duvet cover or if you just like the regular traditional comforters and quilts.
Beneath the stars, moonlight crashing on our wild hearts. With your hand in mine, everything is fine. We've still got the rest of our lives. The rest of our lives. The rest of our lives.
Watch the ocean kiss the moon. Run away with me, where the morning paints the sea.
All right, so the bedroom is not exactly where I want it to be, but it is so much better. Like, I still want to paint the walls. I still want to do like a full-on makeover in that room, but it looks a million times better than it did. And it's making me feel so good to have like all these spaces like kind of done. Anyway, I am about to tackle this room. I'm just gonna do it because I've already talked myself in and out of doing it about 5 times just since starting to film today. And it really does need to be done. It's the first thing that you see right when you walk in the door. It was kind of planned out this way because we knew we didn't have all of the furniture and organizing solutions right away when we moved in to have somewhere to put everything. So instead of like putting things everywhere, we put everything here. And that's kind of where it stayed. So I'll turn you around and show you exactly what we're dealing with, but I don't know. I don't even know like how I'm gonna tackle this because I don't have the furniture to put things away into or like the organization solutions set up yet. But I'm just gonna do my best to kind of sort through it. Even if I don't take anything out and I just line the walls with it and kind of like somewhat organize it, it's still gonna be so much better. So anyway, enough talking. I'm gonna tackle this project finally.
Searching through the stars for magic from afar. Look inside, you'll see the magic's underneath.
So that's everything for today's video. I still have so much more to do in our new home, but I did get so much done and these things have felt even better than I was thinking they would. So I'm just super thankful that I ended up getting it all done. And I'm so grateful that you guys are here motivating me and just sharing in the journey of making our house a home. It's been a lot of fun just to kind of do this together and share it with you guys. So we will actually be working on deciding on paint colors over on our vlog channel next week. So head over there and help us decide if you guys have any suggestions or just join us for fun. Either way. Also, don't forget to go check out Cricut. I will leave that link down below for you guys. But if you've been thinking about one, I know you will love it just as much as I do. I hope you have an amazing day and I hope you really enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to subscribe down below if you are not already, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.